Hey, and welcome to the Dawah Response Team. In this edition of Dawah Responses, I'm going to look at a video with no contents called for some reason Trusting Testimony. The video goes on for almost a quarter of an hour and says absolutely nothing. It has two people repeating what they said in previous videos, simply adding more nonsense and some more names. They use words they still don't understand and then connect that to science, something they understand even less. I've addressed this in so many of my videos and they can't seem to grasp it. Now, epistemology, a word they love using, is the study of how we humans determine belief and knowledge. The Stanford Philosophy Department narrows it down even further, stating that it's all about justified belief and knowledge. Now, these clowns in the video don't understand that. They don't understand the difference between a casual, colloquial remark and a precise, testable, demonstrable, reasonable, justified belief. Now, I personally believe very little if someone like Hamza Tsourtses is the person telling me something, because he has been shown to lie non-stop. There are very few times he speaks what I consider to be the truth, and many people have demonstrated this over and over. On the other side, I have my wife, who has shown that she will tell the truth even if it embarrasses her, or even incriminates her. And that is the basis for trust, which means I'm more inclined to believe what my wife tells me than a proven liar like Hamza Tsourtses. But, and this is a very valid but, if my wife tells me she was in a fast car with incredible acceleration which uses next to no energy, I hesitate to believe it, because she might think she is telling the truth, but truth is relative. If she is used to driving a Trabant, any normal car will feel fast. If the car was a Tesla, she probably heard it uses no petrol and is mistaken about the energy statement. So there's plenty sources for errors here. Then there's scientific precision versus the useless testimony. A scientific paper with data, precise descriptions, parameter lists and experiment setups delivers testable, reproducible and useful testimony. Hamza Tsourtses telling me his God split the moon into two halves 1400 years ago does not. So science rejects point blank all personal testimony which comes along without any substantiation. And this page on testimony explains why and delivers sufficient examples, I think, and reasons why this is the better decision. And one last thing I'd like to mention just for the hell of it. The example with China, used so often by this oaf, is hilariously clumsy, befitting his shallow, childlike disposition. The expression or term China actually presupposes a planet with solid ground, man-made boundaries, and a man-made definition of what a country is supposed to represent and what it consists of. So the territory defined as China is not just a theoretical concept, but based on nature. His God is not. So, should we tell our children that dragons and the 7 dwarfs are real? No, they will grow up and realize what is real if we don't indoctrinate them with ancient superstitious nonsense and brainwash them, threatening them with eternal torture if they even dare to think something wrong. Should we teach children not what to think but rather how to think? Should we teach them to accept reality? Should we teach them how humans in the 21st century test reality? Should we teach them not to be gullible and impressionable and check, rather than believe something, anything, based on blind faith? Absolutely. So what is the point of this GDM Dawah video? There is none. All that is happening here is that they want ignorant, gullible people to believe personal testimony can be of value, then place it in the mouth of someone you're supposed to trust, like this character in the hadiths called Muhammad, then claim he was trustworthy and accept that the Qur'an and hadiths are reliable, coming from a trustworthy source. It's that childish. Oh well, what can you do? Thanks for your time.